Hey, what's up? Kendrick Dish here. I've got another bag to look at. This is the Lowepro Bp. Let me get it right. This is the Lowepro Pro Runner Bp 350 AW2. Let's get into it. On this channel, we look at bags, but we also look at other digital stuff. You got to have a bag to put all your digital stuff in. So I like to look at cameras and computers and software and bags especially. So let's get into this bag, talk a little bit about this Lowepro bag. This is one of a series of 3 from the what they call the Runner series. And this is the version number 2. So it's the 2nd generation version of this thing. And you can see that it holds a tripod and has some other features that we'll look at closely. There are 3 bags in this series. This is the smallest, the 350. There's a 450 and there's a 450 roller. It's really well reviewed on the internet. I'll tell you that much. People seem to like this bag a lot. And I thought I would. It has a nice look to it. Once I get the tripod off, you can kind of see it has a really nice look to it. But I'm going to be one of the few people who says, it's okay. It's an okay bag. You're not going to hate it, but there's some stuff I don't like about it, and I'm going to get rid of this bag because it's not the right bag for me, and you'll have a different experience. So I just kind of want to show you this bag and what I like and dislike about it. I hope it helps you pick out your bag. The bag has some nifty features, one of which is it can hold this tripod. I'm going to get this thing off of here so that we can then look at the rest of the bag without this being in the way. One of the things you'll notice right away is this upper strap that's up here. So it's designed to help you keep the tripod stable. So let's get that undone first. And it has a nice little spot to tuck away in here at the top. And then it's got a strap here in the front. So let's undo that one and get that one off. It has one down here. Let's get that one. So you can see we already have 3 spots to secure the tripod. And then it has this little cup underneath. Has this little cup underneath that helps support the weight of the tripod. So this is just a fairly normal sized photo tripod. It's got kind of a funky design and it comes with it, but it's really just a Velcro strap that you undo here and pull out there. So you can kind of see how that works. You just loop it around and then tie it back onto it, strap it, or Velcro back onto itself, and you gotta help support the weight. And it seems like it's made from hard plastic or metal. I don't know what, but it's a fairly firm, solid thing, and it comes with the bag. So that is a nice bonus that you get with this bag. Well, okay, let's take a look at this clip. These clips, kind of like I've seen on some think tank bags, these clips have a little release mechanism. You lift that up, then you can adjust the pull strap here. And then you can close it back down to tighten it. So that's nice. It's not going to slip on you. It's just a clamp that keeps that strap tight. So that's a nice to have. It also comes with the little loops to tuck the extra slack. Like if you don't ever carry a tripod and you want to get this thing totally small, then you can do that. And then you can tuck the excess strap under this elastic band to keep that strap from being too big. Now let's get a good look at this bag from a looks perspective. I happen to like the aesthetic of this bag. They tell me that this material is a poly ripstop. A ripstop means that the rip will stop. Makes sense to me. I think it's a good looking bag. Very minimal color. You just got the little tiny orange right there. Otherwise, and the logo is right there, but otherwise, hardly any coloration on the bag. It does have some loops here, and they have other accessories that you can attach, add-ons that attach to those sorts of spots. A lot of bags don't have any way of putting the bag on top of your luggage and getting it secure. But this bag has these two clips, 2 straps on the side that when they're not needed for that. They hang out over here on the side, and they can help you clip stuff on, or if you have a tripod instead of a water bottle in here. But then you undo this one, and you undo this one, and you bring them around to this. You bring them around to this side, and they connect together. And now you have a strap to help it sit on your luggage properly, a luggage strap. So that's pretty clever. I wish all bags had a luggage strap for the top of the roller. And again, it has the little loops to make sure you got excess strap hidden. As we previously discussed, there is a zipper here that holds the strap that we talked about keeping the tripod upright. So that tucks in right there. It's pretty nice. The handle up here is 3D mesh, and it has a lot of foam. It's very comfortable. And they've also got a handle on this side, so you can carry it from two sides. There's not one on the bottom. There's not one on this side, but there's a water bottle pocket. It is a elastic band with some nice mesh here. But you can see on this bag that is used, when I bought it used, it already had that, but you can see that that's going to be a weak point for if you get something caught in there that's sharp. If you put, I don't know, the mesh is not that strong, so it's going to give on you. This is a normal sized bottle of water, 16 ounces, but I wanted to show you that it will fit a larger. This is a 24-ounce water bottle, and it does fit. It does fit, but it's to the max. It's really, and now you can clearly see that hole. It's really, like, it's gonna wear out or rip. I think this connection point here is likely to be, is gonna tear off, and the water bottle pocket will just break on you. I think that's what will happen if you carry around a water bottle this big for very long. You can see there is a business card holder right there, right behind the water bottle. The harness system, it's fine. It's pretty comfortable. It's pretty comfortable. I wouldn't say it's mind-blowing or like the most comfortable ever, but it's not negative points deducted for any reason. It's fine. It seems to get the job done adequately. I don't have much to say other than that. It does have an adjustable sternum strap, so that's nice. It does have a little loop here to hook something to. The padding in the back is decent. I would say totally decent. A lumbar support here, and you may not be able to tell clearly, but there's a spot for a belt. You put this belt in there, and it velcros in place once you get it in, and you have a belt. Now, this brings me to one of my largest points of contention with this bag, is that if I wear this bag in the proper position and I try and put the belt on, that belt is above my belly button. Like, I put the backpack on and the belt strap is like around right here. So the height of the bag is completely the wrong fit for me, and I'm a big guy. I'm 6'3", and I need a bigger bag. I don't know why I keep getting these smaller bags, but it's proving to a point that if you're a taller person, you may need a taller bag. The bag that's from the top of the shoulders to the bottom, you may want something that's a little taller. So just, keep that in mind. I don't hardly ever use belts, so it's not that big of a problem. But when you have a lot of gear, the belt does come in handy. It just has to fit right. Okay, so we've talked about the aesthetic. We've talked about the outside features. One more thing, this is a number 10 zipper, and they are lockable. So that's good. These pockets, let's talk about something else that I don't really like. These two pockets right here, I find them to be somewhat useless. You're supposed to put, like, I guess you can put your phone in there. I guess you can put, this is an iPhone X. You can put it in there, no problem. I don't think that is the best place for my phone or my keys or something like that. Things that they're travel accessories that you might want. I don't think that's a good spot for it. And it doesn't have a lot of depth, and especially if you got this thing kind of packed, the materials inside are pushing against this pocket, and you're going to find that your phone is going to be pressing out. So let me show you what I mean. It's kind of going to be pressing like that, and I don't think that's a good thing for your phone or your keys or security. You know, I'll mention that these don't zip. These, if your phone and your keys are in here and you're walking around, it's the most accessible set of pockets on the whole bag, and they don't zip. I don't think that's a good spot for anything. If it's not your phone or your keys, this one has a key fob. If it's not for that stuff, I don't know what you would put in here. It's not very big. It doesn't have a lot of depth to it, and I don't really have any accessories that I would think to just go ahead and just put right in there. So I'm finding these pockets, even though I think they look cool, to be somewhat not practical for me. Let's get into the storage pocket for, you know, the laptop. When you open it, it opens up. There isn't a particularly good place for this kind of a cable. Now, when I say that, I mean you can get it into a variety of places, but this pocket doesn't have any depth to it. You'd think this mesh pocket would be a nice pocket for it, but you know, I'm still using this kind of big one, and I just need a little bit of depth on this pocket, and there is none. It's so tight that you can't really get your thing in there, and even if you do, it presses so tight against here that it causes a pretty tight squeeze. But you do have a tablet and a laptop pocket both here, and they are up off the bottom of the bag, so that's nice. It also has another pocket here for putting in, I think what they actually, you know what, I think they showed in the video for this, they showed that it's like a Wacom tablet. You put your Wacom tablet in here. But still, I'm worried about if I have anything, like, I'm worried about all this stuff kind of pressing against it. It's so tight that I would worry about cracking my Wacom tablet if it was in there. So anyway, that's kind of one of my concerns about this, but you can see that I got my 13-inch MacBook Pro in here. It fits really well. You can see that there's enough extra for a 15-inch MacBook Pro and a tablet, but you start stacking your stuff in here and it gets real tight. So let's get that zipped back up. So for now, I just kind of do that. But that's your electronic storage, your laptop storage. Let's open up the main pocket and see what we got in there. Ta-da, camera gear. Who would have thunk? So you can kind of see this laid out. Let's talk about this part first, then we'll get into all this. This is what you got from a storage perspective. 3 pockets here and some memory card pockets. I don't know anybody in their right mind who puts memory pockets in pockets like this. Please comment if you are one of the people who puts your memory cards in pockets like this. To me, that just seems like a way to lose them. They're gonna fall out, they're gonna be gone. And I'm not willing to risk that. I always want my memory cards inside of a zipped container or inside of something like this that's tucked in with the rest of the gear. Maybe in an ideal situation, you'd have your memory cards zipped inside of a container and then zipped inside of another pocket. Something like that. That would make sense to me, but this right here, putting memory cards in here, freaking, no way. But now you can see you've got 3 pockets here. They don't have much depth. This one, the bottom one, has a little bit of depth, and I've got a couple filters in there. This one, you can see that I did get the memory card holder in there, but it's a little tight. Got some batteries in there. It works okay, and you kind of want your gear to be kind of tight instead of floating around. But that's about the extent of what you're going to be able to fit width-wise. This one has less depth, and I think that's kind of nice for a passport size or a notepad or field notes, maybe a little pen, some extra junk. I bet batteries would fit in there. And then, of course, Lowepro has this nice feature that I like, which protects your zippers right here. You put your zipper inside of this little cover, and it keeps your zipper from, when it's closed, being able to rub on your camera gear. So I don't know any other brands that do that particular thing, so kudos to Lowepro for thinking of that. Maybe some other brands have it. Let me know in the comments if you know. But anyway, that's that pocket. Let's get into the gear part. The most exciting. It just doesn't hold as much as I think it should from a gear perspective. And one of the situations that I think is that there is so much padding on this bag that it's taking up inches. You've got a really thick thing here, a really thick here, a really thick one here, and a really thick one here. And if you baby your gear a whole lot, you're gonna like that about this bag. But if you're like me and you wanna take as much crap as you can, then you're just like, you fill it up and you're like, I still have more stuff I wanna take. And you can kind of see what I've got. I've got lens, camera body with a lens, camera body with a lens, and I'm almost out of space. A couple of tripod accessories up here, some batteries, and a flash controller there. That's it. It's pretty much almost full. I don't think I would have maybe I could fit a mic, like a shotgun mic right in there, or some headphones, but it's kind of it's very small. It doesn't hold as much. So I want to be able to take some other lenses and a backup and extra batteries, and I'm limited. So that's another one of the concerns that I have about this bag, is that it doesn't hold as much as I feel like it should. Now, there is another bonus that it comes with, which is pretty nice, and that is this little container here. Let's talk about this for a second. This guy comes with it. It's got a business card holder right there. Anytime a company throws in some cubes like this, I feel appreciated. But look at this one. Oh, I've got I carry around one of these sometimes because you never know when you're gonna need extra outlets, and it fit in there just fine. But this comes with some little Velcro pouches that are like hard mounted in there. You can't take them out. So again, half the value of this little cube is taken away if that doesn't meet your storage needs. So again, it won't hold as much as you think it'll hold, and it's nice, but it's nice that, and they're even a little padded. But like, do you really need to pad your chargers? If I wanted to throw this in here, it pretty much fills it up, and this should hold so much more stuff. So anyway, it's a nice little thank you, Lowepro, but it's not quite. At least, here's a suggestion, at least make these things Velcro in and out so that I don't have to use them if I don't want to. When you get this bag, it comes with dividers galore. You will never run out of these little dividers. So here's my collection of dividers to go with this bag. There's like 12 dividers in here. Whatever your arrangement is, you can arrange it however you want. But there's another thing that I don't like about this bag that I want to show you real quick. It's a minor thing. Now that you can see a little bit better, this is a Velcro divider. Let's get these out of here as well. But you can see that the Velcro part is only partially there. It's missing a Velcro point right there and right here. So there's only one spot that you can attach this to, and that's right there. How come I can't attach it right here? If I want to use this pocket a little bit more, a little differently, why can't I put it like that? If I have a big device that I want to put right there, why can't I do that? They're forcing me into an arrangement that I shouldn't have to. Well, Velcro like that. So you can do a few things, but why not just make that Velcro go all the way around? I don't understand Lowepro. I just don't understand. It's not a big deal, but I'm curious why you didn't go ahead and finish all the way around. Now that is almost everything I want to show you about this bag, but there's one thing on the outside that I forgot when we were going over the outside, and that is that the AW in the name stands for all weather. And so it comes with an all-weather cover. And that all-weather cover is here. It's a zippered pocket, and you can pull out from the bottom a rain cover that is perfectly fit for this bag. But it is attached permanently, both at the level here and inside the bag here. There's no disconnect. How hard would it be to just have a little buckle? You could take that out. If you never take your gear into the rain, or you don't need it, why not be able to not have the, why not be able to do that? Anyway, it's not again, not a big deal. But there are little things like that. There's about 5 or 6 of these little things about this bag that make it not the right bag for me. So I'm going to be selling this bag on one of the various websites that people sell things on. I'm not terribly happy with eBay because their fees are outrageous. I'm trying out a new website called Gear Focus, and I've listed a couple items on there already, and you can find my shop in the description where I'm selling some stuff. This is going to go on there pretty soon, along with some of the other stuff I'm selling. I always have crap that I'm selling. I'm always upgrading, I'm always selling. That's kind of one of the things photographers and videographers do. So anyway, that's it for this bag. If you're interested, you can reach out to me. Otherwise, I will catch you on the next one.